Crypto is considered to be one of the best legends in the game, skins and ability wise. His kit offers so much that many people do not seem to realize or understand, but I'm here to tell you how to master Crypto. My name is xJAYAMI and I'm a crypto main on PC with over 30,000 kills and has solo to masters on numerous occasions. So all the tips, tricks, information from this video is coming from a seasoned crypto veteran. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Whoa, you see that? You see that? You see that?
Let's begin with Crypto's passive Neurolink, which is tied to his tactical, the surveillance drone. His passive ability detects and scans enemies within 30 meters from the direction of where the drone is facing and has a detection radius of 240 degrees. It also has a sound cue if something is being detected. Doors, supply bins, care packages and legend abilities such as caustic barrels, Octane's jump pad, rampart walls and Sheila, Watson fences and pylon, Mirage decoys, Horizon's black hole and Sear's exhibit are all scanned. Enemies are scanned in the caustic gas and bang smoke, however it is somewhat inconsistent, so take the drone closer to the smoke or gas to improve visibility. When Mirage is reviving or using respawn beacons, the drone no longer scans him, so you have to rely on Apex audio to find him. Crypto's tactical is the surveillance drone, the bread and butter of his kit. In order to use the drone, tap your tactical button to launch the drone 22 meters in the direction you're facing. Holding the tactical button will launch the drone by 4 meters and you will simultaneously be put into drone view. It's unsure if this is a bug or not, but in season 13, if you hold your tactical button down for 1 second, a sort of way to time this is by letting go of the button just before you see the white transition. The distance between you and the drone will be 40 meters and you will be put into drone view. If your drone is out already, just press the tactical button to get back into drone view. You may notice that your reticle has an additional green circle. Within 16 meters, the reticle will highlight bright green, meaning that when you deploy the drone on the wall, it will latch onto it and reorientate itself facing away from the wall. Use your WASD buttons and mouse or joysticks to maneuver or rotate the view of your drone. Hold your jump button to raise the altitude of your drone or hold your crouch button to lower the altitude of your drone. Holding your ADS button will lock your drone in level flight mode, which moves your drone horizontally. Use your recall button to bring your drone back, or you can go out of the drone's 240 meter range, which will then automatically come back to you. Get in the habit of recalling the drone, as the only way to heal drone's health is by recalling it. Be careful not to recall the drone as you're reviving teammates, using charge towers or using a self-revive, as it interrupts the process. The drone has a HP of 50 and an FOV radius of 240, allowing for more traps and enemies to be scanned within its radius. If the drone is destroyed, it has a 40-second cooldown, so be careful with how you use the drone and recall it frequently to replenish its health if it has taken any damage. The drone can be flown within a 200 meter radius between yourself and the drone. Giant banners are displayed all around the map, and when in drone view, it will tell you how many squads are in the area. The radius for the enemy detection is 200 meters from Crypto himself and not the drone. To roughly determine where the enemies are, 200 meters is around the same size as your minimap, so enemies can be anywhere around there. The UI of the drone has been updated to show the minimap, ring timer, how many squads are left, your kills and damage, lobby kill feed, and your teammates and your own health bar and shields. When in drone view, you can open doors, supply bins and care packages. You can also open vaults if you have a vault key in your inventory. You are able to ping within your drone or use your ping wheel to accurately relay information to your teammates. The drone can instantly scan beacons instead of the manual scanning, which takes around 7 seconds, pick up teammate banners and interact with standard respawn beacons or mobile respawn beacons. If an enemy or teammate is using a respawn beacon, you can no longer hijack it unless they stopped rezzing. When in drone view, your weapons are reloaded automatically, which takes the same time to reload the gun fully in or out of the drone view. There is a bug that revolves around the drone which allows you to heal as you're piloting the drone. The trick to this is by holding your tactical button and then immediately use your heal or accelerant button. You can also use it to heal and be able to provide scans or EMP enemies approaching. It may take a while to get used to, but once you master it, you can be more efficient in fights. Arguably one of the strongest ultimates in the game, the EMP can be triggered in or out of the drone and has a radius of 30 meters. Within its radius, it deals 50 shield damage, which equals to 2 bars of shield, and slows down enemies, teammates and yourself. The EMP does slow and remove 2 bars of your own shield, but your teammate is only slowed. EMP deals 100 to active caustic traps and destroys inactive barrels. 100 damage to Octane's jump pad. Removes the amped part of Rampart's walls and disables stationary Sheila for 15 seconds. Deals 100 damage to both parts of Newcastle's mobile shields and permanently disables the electricity on his ultimate. Cancels Valkyrie if she has shield. And EMP also destroys Watson fences and pylon. Gibraltar's bubble. Crypto drone. Sears exhibit. Horizon's black hole. Noba's black market. Mirage decoys. Lifeline drone. Cargo bots and temporarily disables tridents. EMP does affect your mouse or controller sensitivity, blurs vision, and disables the minimap. A successful EMP does count towards leveling up your Evo shield, so use this to level up your own shield or your teammates. An EMP can greatly improve your chances of winning a fight. Dealing 50 shield damage, the enemy has a decision to make whether to fight with their shield, focus or healing, or forcing them to run away from the position, giving you the advantage in most cases. Coordinating EMPs with a movement legend ability such as Octane's ult can greatly reduce the time they run away or heal, and making it easier to catch them off guard. If worse comes to worse and you're in a tight situation, self-EMPing may be a good choice. You can force enemies to disengage in order to heal and delay their push, and give your teammates time to heal or think of a way to escape or prepare the next fight. Here are some tips on drone placement. Utilize bushes and especially trees, as it's a lot harder for enemies to see the drone within the tree, therefore giving you free scans. When scanning enemies that are close, place the drone above them or behind them and try to use the max range of 30 meters of scan detection. Enemies will either focus on the drone, which gives your teammates time to apply pressure, or if they do not focus on destroying the drone, it gives you free scans. When pushing a team, press your tactical high up into the air so that when you look to shoot, they will take longer to adjust their aim, giving you time to shoot first. If you notice that your drone does get shot down quite often, as you approach a squad, you should slide into cover and deploy your drone right in front of you so that when you slide, the momentum is not really lost when you're going into drone. The drone is essentially the fourth person in the team. Place your drone in tunnels, choke points or entrances to check for any enemies in spots where yourself or the team is not covering, and usually if the drone is destroyed, prepare for a team looking to push. Here are some additional tips for when you're using crypto. Pressing your tactical works like a bloodhound scan / mirage decoy, so use it to distract enemies and recall often to ensure that it does not get destroyed. Throwing your drone into a jump pad launches it far up into the air. It's very situational, but can be used to scout teams uphill or get instant height to scout enemies from afar. Always carry an ultimate accelerant to ensure that you always have an EMP ready for next fights. Use the charge towers in King's Canyon for free EMPs. Whether it's in pubs or ranked, getting your ultimate straight away can improve your chances of surviving in most conditions.
Free EMPs, baby.
Carry or craft mobile respawn beacons to ensure that your teammates or yourself get back into the game quicker, especially if there are no beacons nearby. Assists do count in ranked, so bring out your drone frequently to scan enemies, but not to the point where you're on your drone all the time and not helping your teammates. If you're fighting a Gibraltar, force their bubble so that you can EMP and take advantage of their mistake. If you're entering a new POI, check banners to find nearby enemies, and remember, if there are enemy squads nearby, they are within your minimap. You can use the drone as an extra body shield. It's very situational, but your drone can tank up to 50 damage. If you're in a safe spot to hold, fly the drone high and communicate through voice chat or pings to your teammates for any enemy activity. After a fight, check and ping banners so that you can prepare for enemies looking to third party. If there's only one survey beacon nearby and you have to go to the next zone, place your drone next to the beacon and stay within 230 meters to scan the next zone. Rely on your drone to get banners and res, so use the time to run away early and reposition yourself away from enemies to get the banners. If you are in need of extra crafting materials, use your drone and scout for unopened pills to get those extra materials. As you have a higher chance of EMPing yourself, wear gold armor so you can heal twice the shield or health to get back into the fight. You can force a team to fight or waste ammo by flying your drone around them. This attracts attention for nearby teams, and remember to recall your drone once it takes any damage to replenish its health so you can annoy teams again. You can hide your drone behind buildings in order for it not to get shot down if you need to EMP safely. You can leave the drone in the air to scan banners for enemies if you want to avoid having to deploy it again. Some windows around the map allow enemies to be scanned. Use this to your advantage to provide scans, as enemies cannot do anything about it unless they reposition. You can use drone in zone. The sound is muffled and the orange aura that enemies see blend in with the zone, making it less likely to be shot down. If you have room to heal shields and you need to self EMP, you can time it so that you can heal instantly when the EMP pops. Get in the habit of sliding and deploying drone to scan banners so that you don't fall behind or lose momentum when running. If you do see enemies drop their shield, you can EMP them, but you won't gain any damage to your Evo shield, so be careful not to EMP shields that have been dropped for quite some time, as there is a timer where EMP does not affect it. In a 1v1 situation, attach your drone to the walls to apply pressure and give yourself free scans. You can use EMP when getting banners, as it stuns enemies and can stop your drone from being shot down. If you're being chased and you have EMP, you can launch your drone as a trap and activate it to slow their pursuit. If you do need to self EMP, use nearby shields or def boxes for easy armor swaps. Pilot the drone low and use buildings and environments for cover to prevent it from being shot down. When looking to EMP a team, approach them as close as possible prior to the EMP to ensure that you have time to catch up to enemies with their pants down. Your drone does take damage in caustic gas, so remember to recall it before it gets destroyed. CS Tactical does not cancel your ability to move when in drone view, so you continue to use the drone normally. You can use the drone to bait an enemy to push by simply being in your drone. In the moment, they seem to be quite confident in downing you as you're piloting the drone. However, you can time it by looking at their movements through the drone so you can catch them off guard, and the tactic is more effective paired with an EMP. If you are walking up or downhill, clearing out any buildings or checking choke points and generally clearing any blind spots, press your tactical to launch the drone in the direction you want to clear. Not only the drone can clear out any blind spots for you and detect any enemies, it also serves as a shield for when it gets shot down, so you can have more time to prepare for upcoming teams and rats. The last and considered to be one of the more important tips when playing as crypto is to not stay in your drone for longer periods of time. Ensure that you're always with the team and using drone functions only when needed, such as using EMP or scanning beacons for a few seconds. The only time where using drone for a longer period of time is okay is when you and your team are in a safe spot and are looking for nearby teams. Team comps aren't as important in public matches than ranked, but to increase maximum efficiency, pair crypto with a movement legend such as Octane, Ash, Wraith, or even Horizon or Maggie in order to apply pressure and capitalize on enemy mistakes quicker. I do prefer a third teammate to provide defensive stability, and that ideal legend would be Gibraltar or Newcastle. Having a Watson, Caustic or Rampart can offer more defensive stability within buildings. Having a team comp is one thing, but having teammates that know how to aim and have good game sense can make fights a whole lot easier. Here are some crypto counters and disadvantages. Since crypto has no movement abilities, it's harder to get out of sticky situations, so positioning is key. Open spaces are not crypto's best friend, so utilize rocks, trees, buildings, or teammate abilities to rotate or get out of those situations. Taking any damage whilst you're in your drone will force you out of it, so ensure that you're in a safe spot to use the drone, and if you do take any damage, then be sure to recall the drone as soon as possible to prevent it from being destroyed. Legends can somewhat counter an EMP, for example, Wraith can time her phase, Octane can stim immediately after an EMP, Watson can time her placement of the pylon and her fences after an EMP, Caustic can shoot his barrels prior to the EMP so that the barrels are not removed and are active, Gibraltar can time the bubble after the EMP, so it's important to put pressure on the Gibby first, force his tactical. Mirage decoys are all detected by the drone. The way to find the real Mirage is that if he has an heirloom on his back, if he actually owns one, it's visible. As he ults, you notice the blue flickering, and the flicker is slightly longer than all his other decoys. EMP affects friendly Rampart amped walls, so do apologize to your Rampart teammates. Going out of your drone creates a sound cue, so be careful and observe your surroundings to ensure that an enemy does not detect your location. In addition to this, when you're in your drone, you only have the audio from that drone, so back out of the drone often and look at your surroundings or look at yourself from the drone view and see if you can notice anything. If you are looking for crypto mains to watch or learn from, here is a list. I myself am a crypto main who uploads on YouTube and TikTok, and I do stream often on Twitch. All the links for the crypto mains and myself will be listed in the description. That's it for this detailed guide. If you have any additional tips or noticed if I've missed anything out, let myself and others know in the comments section. If there is anything new for crypto in the upcoming patch notes, then I will provide an update in the comment section below. If you've enjoyed the video and found it useful, please consider subscribing for more crypto content and head over to my Twitch to catch me live playing crypto in pubs or ranked. I look forward to seeing you guys there, and thank you for watching till the end. I'll see you in the next one.